Good morning, guys. So if you watched my last vlog, you'll know that I'm literally picking up right where it left off. So I am traveling back from Atlanta today, and I'm doing a little bit of a long route. I need to go check on some things in Birmingham. So I figured I would take you along for like a what I eat in a day when I travel. So you can see how I adjust, make stops on the road, what I'm gonna eat as I'm going. Right now I have a water. I normally keep like a Yeti cup like this in the car, and then a lot of times I'll keep water bottles in the car as well, so I can like refill them as I go, so I don't have to stop, I don't have to worry about it. I can keep my hydration levels up. So I'm gonna refill this, and then I'm actually gonna head to Kill Me Crazy, which is one of my favorite places to get food in Atlanta. They have wonderful acai bowls as well as smoothies and other meals that I don't normally end up getting, don't know why. But I feel like I need a nice nutrient dense smoothie this morning, so I'm gonna head there. Let's go. Alright guys, so we have this morning's breakfast. It is a matcha smoothie. Blueberries, spinach, banana, matcha. There's a few other things in here I'm totally forgetting, but meal number one. This will keep me fixed for probably a couple of hours. I don't even normally eat this early, but I was a little bit hungry this morning, and this will kind of give me the boost that I need until about lunch. I'm changing time zones today. Doesn't seem like much, but it's about an hour. So hopefully I'll kind of readjust as I go so that I'm not just completely off my schedule when I get home. But I will update you again soon when I'm probably in another city eating in a different random place. So see you in a minute. Oh, okay, so I'm about an hour and a half into my trip so far, and I've just made my first stop that's not gas before I left. So I am refilling my water right now because I'm very thirsty. And I've also grabbed a coffee. Obviously, depending on where you are, you can pick a couple of different places. I've opted for Panera today, and I just did a hazelnut coffee with 1 raw sugar and a little bit of cinnamon. They don't have any non-dairy milk, unfortunately, and I didn't really want a full latte. So if you're looking to kind of save, Panera has great coffee. That's also a good place if you need like a food stop. And then obviously Dunkin' Donuts does almond milk as well. So if you're looking for something that's a little bit more affordable than like Starbucks, and you're going through the interstate, those are good options. But yeah, that's my update for now. I've been trying to prepare a little bit what I'm gonna eat for lunch. It'll probably be something like a Chipotle or a Moe's, but I'll update you guys and show you when I get there. My goal today is to keep this card journey as budget friendly as possible. So that may mean ordering off the kids menu, which is not uncommon for me to do at like a burrito place because I can't really eat a giant burrito. But like today, I knew I had a reward for a beverage at Panera, so I paid $1.20 for coffee instead of $2 something. So, you know, cutting those little expenses, they don't seem like much, but they add up, and it also lets me, you know, spend money on more expensive things when I want to, you know, have a nice smoothie for breakfast. So kind of making those budget adjustments, yeah. But for now, that is my update. I am listening to an audiobook. I went in and added a Kindle Unlimited subscription again for the month, which is great if you're traveling or if you're just in a reading phase, because then you get quite a few books that you can borrow for free. But a lot of the times they'll have audiobook versions available too. So I'm listening to an audiobook. You know, public libraries have those also, or if you have an Audible subscription. And if you haven't checked out Audible, I'll leave a link in the bio as well. They do your first book for free. So that's a great road trip tip. But yeah, we're gonna get back on the road, and I will check in with you guys soon. Lunchtime, guys. So I am stopped, and I've just gone to Chipotle. Sorry, let me turn this down because it's about to blare in your ears. So I got a burrito and some chips. I know I mentioned earlier that I normally will get like a kid size something, but I also know that by the time I get home tonight, I might not want to cook a big meal. So normally this will get me through 2 meals because it's quite large. So another helpful / random tip for the day, if you're looking to save money, is getting a meal that you know that you'll have leftovers for, so you don't have to worry about it later. So, but yeah, kind of craving a little something crunchy, and with this burrito I have quite a big meal. So I'm gonna eat for a minute and then I'm gonna get back on the road. Still got water. I'm keeping it fairly simple today, not one of those elaborate trips. This is one of the ones where sometimes I'll pack a few snacks, a handful of things before I leave. I did have a few cocoa melts earlier because I was getting really hungry and I just wanted something to kind of tide me over, and this was what I could reach in the car. So like 2 of these. They're made with coconut milk, brown rice syrup, cane syrup, sea salt, and xanthan gum. I think I'm saying that right. I'm probably saying it wrong. But I found these in Kroger while I was in Atlanta, and they're the sea salt flavored. So I just had 2 of these, something to give my stomach a little bit to tide me over. I didn't want to, I keep nut butter snacks or nut butter packs in my bag. So if I'm ever in like a major bind, I always have something, but I knew that I was going to come grab this and I really didn't want to like spoil and throw off all of my eating. So for now, apologies that all I'm doing is vlogging in the car today, but that is where I am. So hopefully tonight I will get home and I can kind of show you what I eat on a day where I've been traveling and how I throw together a quick meal. But I will catch up with you soon. I'm gonna go back to my audiobook. Alright guys, so I've been home for about an hour. Sorry, the light is kind of adjusting really bending here. Oh, there you go, you can see me and some of my shoes. So I've been home for about an hour. I'm not like starving yet. It's a little after 5 and I probably won't get hungry, like really hungry, for a few hours. But I did just eat the other part of my burrito from earlier. Like I said, that was gonna probably end up being 2 meals, or 2 meals and a little bit of a pre-dinner snack. It might end up being what I eat. I'm about to have some Just Mango from Trader Joe's. Pardon, bear. Some Just Mango, and then I'm also pouring a ginger ale Zevia. So nothing major. My travel days are normally pretty late. If I do cook something, I'll definitely film it for you guys. And it may be a very simple dish, or it might be a takeout day. But I also do keep like Amy's Organic burritos and a couple of just like emergency frozen meals on hand so that I can still make sure I'm eating the right stuff. Or I make one of my like 15-minute or less meals. So if you check on the blog, there's the kimchi and quinoa fried rice. I posted a couple recipes on my Instagram. I'll do like a pasta with a hummus based sauce. So it just depends on what I have on hand, if I need to use anything up. Sometimes I'll just make plans for dinner. So, but yeah, I wanted to update you since technically today is still travel day. So we're gonna have some mango. I'm obsessed with dry mango right now. My mom always jokes that she doesn't get it. But I love it. I just would tell you that when you buy it, make sure that you read the ingredients, because a lot of the like generic store mangoes have sugar on them. They have cane sugar on them. And obviously fruit is already pretty sweet, and we get more sugar in our diets than we probably really need. But yeah, definitely make sure you check that out so that you're not getting any added sugar. I have organic and non-organic of this. I kind of wanted to test it to see what I thought was the difference. So far, I feel like the organic is a bit softer consistency wise. Like I normally don't find any like more bitter pieces, but I'm about to crack into this. So I will keep you posted. Sorry, I keep looking up at the viewfinder. I will keep you posted, and I'm gonna go watch Orphan Black now because it came back and I recorded it while I was gone. So I will check in with you in a little bit. Okay, so it's a bit later now, and I've kind of decided that I'm really just not all that hungry. But oh, hi Bear. I did want to take a few minutes to kind of give you guys some tips and tricks before I kind of in this what I eat in a day vlog. For traveling and for saving money in that food kind of way, I've been plant-based for 3.5 years, and one of the things that I've learned is that a lot of my friends, they get it, they support it, they're not really against it. Sorry, my dog is... Say hi, Bear. Hi. Yeah. They support it, but they don't always understand it, and they don't know how to go about it. They don't, because it's not something that they do, so they don't understand how to accommodate you all the time. Personally, I like to cook, so for me, I will often share tips and tricks and recipes with family and friends when I go, and for the ones that don't really cook and don't really know, and I'll cook for them. You know, buy groceries with them when I get there and cook during the days that I'm there, and that way I guarantee that I can eat something. And generally I make things that if you wanted to just add in some kind of extra protein, that it's not that difficult, but it still accommodates all of my needs. So that's definitely something that I would recommend if you're traveling, you're on a tight budget, and you know, you are visiting friends and family, and you don't really want to eat out for every meal. Like, I'm not a huge... I know some people love breakfast and I like it, but I don't always get hungry super early in the morning, and I find that I don't always find that many places that I feel like it's worth my money to spend for breakfast. So, you know, I'll pack some groceries, I'll pick up some cereal and some almond milk or granola or whatever when I get somewhere, or I'll pack the like small to-go things of oatmeal. But then, you know, I might just cook for them while I'm there, so I really am still able to accommodate myself, and nobody feels like they're in any pressure to feed me in a way if they don't understand it or they don't know what's going on. Or I'll suggest making like pizza. Publix and Trader Joe's sell pre-made dough, and you can buy it and just roll it out at home and put whatever toppings you want. So then it doesn't put anybody in the position to feel like, you know, you're a burden, you're doing whatever. You know, I'm normally one to accommodate myself, but for those who are traveling and aren't really sure, you know, pick up some stuff, bring some stuff with you. If you're not sure what, like, you know, you may not know your situation for the next day. I grabbed a meal coming in on Friday night, and I saved half of it and had it for lunch the next day because I wasn't quite sure what was going to be happening. So, you know, there are ways to accommodate it. You just kind of have to seek it out rather than thinking, oh, I can't do this, I'm too busy, there's no way. It's definitely a lifestyle adjustment, but I would highly recommend, you know, cooking for and with your friends, because a lot of the time, unless you sit down and you're like, oh, this meal's vegan, people won't know, they won't have a clue. And when you tell them it's vegan, they might look at you a little funny, but then they're like, oh my gosh, how is this vegan? And you're like, it's just real food. Like, it's food. Like, just because it doesn't have butter in it doesn't mean that it's not like a real thing. Eggs, but whatever. So, but yeah, that is my advice for this week. For now, I'm going to sign off. I'm gonna go hang out with this guy. He is quite in need of some attention after I've been gone for a few days, and I'm not sure what my next video is gonna be. I think I'm doing one on my current skincare routine, which obviously will be a little different. I still have some hormonal breakouts healing up because of antibiotics, which I mentioned in my last vlog, and I'll mention it here again. For those of you who don't know, if you're on birth control, which I am for my hormonal acne, and if you're on it and you're taking antibiotics for something, antibiotics can diminish the effects of birth control. And I've never been on one and it's done that, but it definitely, I could tremendously see the effects. So you hear stories of people getting pregnant, you know, all kinds of things, but that's just a fun fact. If you are on around and you're trying to figure out why you're suddenly getting all these breakouts and why your period's happening when you're not expecting it to, that might be it. Obviously, talk to your doctor. I'm not a doctor, but just an idea to consider in the grand scheme of life. So I will see you guys later. I hope you're all having a wonderful, it's probably a Sunday when you're seeing this video, so I hope you're all having a wonderful Sunday. Leave me a comment below and let me know what you're up to, what tips and tricks you have for how you eat when you travel, and subscribe so you can check out any other videos I post. I love you all, and I will see you all soon. Bye guys.